Hi, hello, g'day, kia ora, welcome to the studio. I'm Paula from Moxy Mojo. Today is the 8th of January, so it is Junk Journal January 2024, and the prompt is neutral. Now, if there's one thing I'm not, it's probably neutral. I tend to work in a lot of colour, but a neutral to me means colours that tend to be in sort of that earthy, brown tone. Could be anywhere from a white, cream, tan, going into a darker brown, even through to a black at times I think can be a neutral. So you've got quite a spectrum there. So I'm just going to put a bit of whatever I've found on the page and see what happens. Now I've been through my stash. I have got book pages. I've got tea and coffee dyed paper. I've got tissue paper. I've got sewing patterns. I've got part of a doily. I've got a doily that's been tea and coffee dyed. I've got scraps from ink cleaner. I've got some scraps of that fabric from yesterday. I've got some vintage tickets. I've got some tea dyed little mini tags. Then I've got a whole range of stickers and printables and washi stickers and fussy cut items. Some have been freebies, some have been from kits I've purchased, some have been out of like cut apart books. So I've got a bit of everything and I'm just going to see where we end up. So let's start with some book paper. Now I know I've got some, so I want to just have this as kind of a background, but I don't know if I want it that big. I do have some smaller bits in here. I know that. So there's those ones. But yeah, smaller ones. So, because it's such a small page, I'm probably going to go for smaller rather than larger. And I had a small piece of tissue that I wanted to use. So this looks to be all part of the index at the back of the book. So that's okay. Let's go for, what have we got? I normally wouldn't look at this, but I just want to check what's there. And I think, there we go, Vincent van Gogh. I saw him there. So we will put him on. Why not? We want some tea and coffee dyed paper as well. And the other thing I just want to be cautious of is I don't want to layer this too thick. So we've got a couple of small bits there. Now I want bits that have got character in them. So even though they're neutral, they're still something about them to catch your eye. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that fabric there just in case. I might use a bit of that, but I want that on top. So we'll put that just there. I've got like little wee bits like this, so we can just kind of tack that down. And I'm essentially almost making like a Franken page out of little wee bits that I've got. Now underneath here, whoops, it's all stuck to the bottom there. So these are what I call some of my larger layering pieces. So what have we got? Now that's right, I found that and I thought that would be quite interesting. Not so fussed on those. I mean, that's something that is probably printed funny, and so I've torn it off to use it, or I've used part of it. Simple as that. There's a invoicey thing. And like some of these are printed out when the printables have been done, or when I've printed them out, they've come out really small. Oh, now that one there, I know I saw I had quite a few of. And like, so where are we? Tags. So like this one here was out of, it's a card, so that would have been out of like a cut apart book. Same with this one here, out of a cut apart book. Now I like that invoicey thing there. So what I'm just doing at the moment is narrowing down my choices to a few bits, and then I'm going to just play and see what fits where. Then these smaller bits I'm going to layer on top. So right, let's start here. So I want some of that to come through, and I do kind of like this bit here. So let's just start there. I've got a bingo card there, and I think I had a part bingo card as well left from the freebie for. So here's my freebies, or what I haven't used of the freebies. So what have we got here? So these are more pinky. Okay, so there's that there. That might work. We've got this bit here we can look at, but I think it's a bit big. So yeah, maybe not. I think they're a bit big at this stage, or too pink for what I'm looking at. Okay, so put that back there. Although I do quite like this with the large text on it. And that's right, I printed out 2 of that because the first sheet didn't print properly. Right, so we've got these 2. Now, bingo. Alright, so let's have a look. And so we know we want that kind of there. So I want something on this side. So do we go with, no, I think I want this on this side, and I don't want it that tall, and so I'm just going to tear with my ruler. I'm not going to worry about scissors. I want that down there. And then maybe we do just a very thin strip of that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tear that along there, so that I've got to put something underneath it. That kind of goes quite nicely there, actually. Just that toning is perfect. So let us tear along here and along here. So obviously I'm Now working from this side, so I've got to start gluing on this side. So we've got that there, that there. Right, so we've got some of that in. How about we put, because that's also in that kind of tone there, so we will go like this to go there. Right, so, right, we got that one there. Now, coming up here, we want, what do we want? I don't like the frame of that one, so, no, sorry, you're going back in there. It's just, it looks too heavy. So, what about this one here? Now, we're going to, so if I do that there, so this one, oh no, I'll just use my ruler. I was going to say I was going to trim it, but no. So we're going to rule down there and put that back there. And I'm probably just going to do that. And that's going to slide under there. That's there. So they can go with the scraps. That's there. Now, we want some of this. So this is going to, if we put that up there, so that's going to be like the first bit down. And just randomly in there. Apart from, that's going to cover there, isn't it? So we will just now go and tear there. So that's there. That's cool. We can see that torn edge. Now I want something kind of in this corner here. So maybe that's where we put this bingo card. So in which case we're going to tear it. I want the torn edge to show. So that can go there. Bingo. Yeah. Bingo was his name. Oh, right, so we don't want that one. Now, what have we got here? Alright, so do we want that? Because not everything needs to be torn. We just want some book paper. So let's just put that over there. There's our Van Gogh. Yep. And then let's just fit that in there. Now, do I want that? Which one do I want? I might do that one over the top. Yeah, don't want those two. So I think that might do. Or may put something in after the fact. Because I haven't used any of that. We've got some of this. Now this is some of the Tim Holtz tissue. Not that one, this one. But I've actually coloured it slightly with, I think it was some of the collage paste in the vintage colour, whatever it was, and this was a bit that, so I painted, I spread the collage paste out, and then this was a bit I trimmed off. So let's just go and tear that because we don't need that much, and then we can put that under there, and then I've only got that patch there because we can see it there. So maybe we just put in that bit there. Yeah, so yeah, it looks really busy. That's okay. Alright, now let's see, will this work? Yeah, it did. Okay, so don't know how this is going to go sticking it down, but we'll find out. Okay, so we've got our Franken page background all organised. Everything's stuck down. I don't know that it was necessarily in the same order as what I originally had it. Because I didn't want to lose Vincent van Gogh, he got put on an angle. And I kept on forgetting to ink everything, which is something I'm terrible at. So I have managed to kind of ink around the edge. I should make sure it's done before we go any further. And it's just using Distress ink and Walnut Stain, that's the oxide. Because I can't ink on the other angle, and I should lift that off so that I'm not inking the page below. Alright. Whoops, maybe a wee bit more ink down the bottom than up the top. So we'll make it even. Because I like a lot of ink. Right. I'm not a sparse inker. Okay, so let's go and just put that lot all in there. Now I don't need to worry about that. We'll put those two in there. So now I need to look at, okay, well, do I want to put some stickers or something over the top? Now we spend the next however long trying to get the backing off it. There we go. It didn't take too long. So now, how sticky are you? Or do I need to? I think I need to put some glue on you, just to be sure. And you're going there. Just make sure that excess, whoops, stuck that on top of there. Yep, I like that Holland gin one there. Oh, that one feels a bit more sticky. And then we're going to go right there. Okay. And this one here. I think you need a wee bit more, wee bit of glue. And we're going to put you over here. And you feel quite sticky. So you are going there. Right, so that's there. Now, I think I need an eyelet for you and some ribbon. Or, oh, hang on, we've got that string left over, haven't we? Have we? Yes, we do. So maybe you don't get an eyelet. So this was left over from the other day. Alright, so I need this one mainly, but you'll do as well. There we go. Right. And you're gonna hang up there. Now, you're not standing out very much, so what have we got here? We've got grey. I think we need some lighter and some of them. So not the grey ones. I'm going to do that one there. Don't know if this will work or not. Do you want that there? No. Now, right, so let's try. Are we going to try this glue again? Nah. We're not. We're going to try this glue. So we're going to glue this in half. And of course the glue's going to come through. Okay, and now we're going to stick this on here. I'm going to pull that over to about there. Yeah. Right, so we will see how that goes. That kind of brings across the fabric onto this side. And also is something unexpected, which is pretty much the story of my life. I think I'm going to leave this as like neutrals as a background. So that's okay. So I'm just going to shift this out of the way. And shift these two out of the way. And just because I'm about to do some writing, so I'm going to use this PBO Colorex watercolour ink that I used for underneath here. And I'm going to use a glass dip pen because, you know, I want to live life dangerously. Alright, so that is there. Whoops, put that down so I don't spill. Make sure that that is as empty as possible so we don't get ink, because I know you're going to roll, because you always do. Use the scissors there. That should do for now. Now let me just get this so I know what I'm writing. Am I going to practice it? Yes, I think I will this time. And that one there. I just want to check how big I can write. And, okay, that's interesting. It kind of works. So I think I'm better to just make sure the ink is off the pen. Whoops. See, I knew that was going to happen. Before I start writing. So we know we can get enough in there, but we just need to take the excess off the pen. So let me try that again. Right, so here we go. Right, I think that will do, apart from the date. So what's the date? Is 0 8. Good thing I checked. 0 8. Whoops. 8. June. 2 0 2 4. Right, okay. So I'm pleased with how that's ended up, considering I really didn't know what I was going to do. What I have learnt, and you would have seen that from my daily log, is if you're going to have things hang off the page, make sure it's top or bottom and not at the sides, just because it does affect how your accordion journal will open and close. So that's why we've got the tag and tab and the tag both hanging from the top. Okay, so that is it. I will see you back in the studio for the next prompt. Bye for now.